Hello honeybees, and welcome to Getting to Know Nightbot Part 7, part of an ongoing series in which I try to help you get along with Nightbot just a little bit better. In this video, we will be going over 25 custom commands essential to creators in our community. Trust me, honeybee, you do not want to miss this one. It is full of important commands that will help you as a content creator in the yarn, crochet, and knitting community. And once again, it's featuring our friend Nightbot. Over the past 6 videos, I have taught you how to join and part the Nightbot channel through their website, nightbot.tv, enable and disable various spam and emoji filters, create simple and complex commands that can identify the user that typed the command into the chat by username, use their unique YouTube ID, link back to their profile, and to direct commands at others. You can now enable people to drop their own links at will, create individual links to all of your socials and your YouTube creator family, and you can create links which auto-compose tweets to link back to your YouTube profile or current live stream. With aliases, you can create multiple commands that produce the same response, set messages to run on timers, and you even learn how to set up a timer that triggers a specific command by using its alias box. You've come an extremely long way by trusting me and taking measured, confident steps towards building your skills. I'm so proud of you, honeybee. You now have the power to make Nightbot do a variety of useful and fun things. Hopefully I have made these lessons easy to follow and digest. And now you see what a fun and versatile tool Nightbot can be for a diversity of users. You will discover that some of you will use Nightbot very minimally. Some of you will want to have lots of commands, and some of you will not want to use Nightbot at all. And those are all okay. As long as you tried your best to understand, you are phenomenal. And I thank you deeply for allowing me to get you and Nightbot a little bit better acquainted. So now that you know how to do all of these things, I can teach you a little bit more about what to do with all of these things. How can you best use these commands to your advantage in your live streams? The crochet, knitting, and greater yarn community on YouTube is extremely large and diverse. Needless to say, it is also very different from other communities on YouTube. The reason I made these tutorials in the first place is because I saw that there was a need in our community for tutorials specific to us. Many, if not most of the tutorials I had encountered before this were tailored specifically for people who wanted to stream games on Twitch. And that's well and fine for people who do want to stream games on Twitch, but for the rest of us who use YouTube, there were very few resources in comparison. And the resources that did exist weren't very thorough, to be perfectly honest. I wanted to do something a little bit more in depth, because I was so frustrated with not being able to find the things I wanted to do on my own. The other problem I kept running into is a lot of these tutorials were not so much tutorials as they were, here, I did the homework, copy this. No one was taking the time to break it down into smaller pieces like Lego blocks and explain how each block fits into place. They were not easy to follow, and few of their must-have custom command videos were actually worthwhile and useful to me. They focused heavily on commands that are exclusive to Twitch chat and clearly only had one kind of creator game streamers in mind. I wanted these tutorials to be easy to understand, accessible, and relevant to the creators I talk to every day. We are a very different demographic than your average Twitch streamer. I wanted this list to be completely tailored to our needs so that Nightbot can enable us to work smarter, not harder. I compiled this list with the crafting and yarn communities in mind for every single one, and it is my great hope that it is far more useful to you than the average Nightbot tutorial on YouTube right now. I hope it provides you with a variety of solutions that maybe you would not have thought of on your own, and that you will also encourage others to check out my Nightbot tutorials and use them as well. So here we go. Grouped similarly, but in no particular order, here are 25 custom NightBot commands essential to users in our community, and brief explanations for every single one. This video assumes you have watched the previous 6 lessons. Number 1. Bot. A brief explanation that allows Nightbot to introduce itself as an automated chatbot and gives chat users a chance to familiarize themselves with commands and how they work. Number 2. CTA. CTA is short for call to action, basically reminders to do things such as like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Number 3. Socials. This is where ideally you would link to your social media if you only had a couple of different accounts, or you make a list of commands. Number 4. Affiliates. Share a list of affiliates or give each affiliate its own command. The best tip for many of these will be do what's easiest for your chat. Number 5 is Cash App. You may find it beneficial to be able to link at a moment's notice to a service that lets you accept money and tips. Number 6, Etsy and or My Shop. There are tons of different reasons why you might want to link directly to your shop with Nightbot. Your chatters may even request it. Number 7, events. Our community does a lot of giveaways, has fun challenges, celebrates birthdays, and holds a lot of make-alongs. All of those things can be listed in an event command. Number 8, Facebook. If you have a public-facing Facebook that you want people to have access to, there is no reason Nightbot shouldn't have a command so that people can access it right away. Number 9. This is absolutely also true of your Facebook group. If you have a Facebook group related to your craft and your interest, you should link it with Nightbot. Number 10. Giveaways. This one is pretty self-explanatory. Much like the events command, you can use this command to give brief descriptions of your current giveaways, time frames which they're valid during, and how to enter them, what you need to do to participate, all of that information. Number 11, Happy Mail or address or P.O. Box. Often YouTube creators will provide an address where you can send Happy Mail. Sometimes people will request this address in the chat. Better be prepared. A command is much easier than copy and pasting. Number 12, Instagram. In my opinion, Instagram is one of the best ways to show pictures of your crochet, knitting, or crafting to a large audience, especially if you don't have a personal website with a gallery. Number 13, Ko-fi. Ko-fi is nice because it helps people think of their donations as worthwhile, even and especially when they're small. It really shines a spotlight on how even enough for one day's coffee or another treat can be something that a creator appreciates and even needs. Number 14, Linktree. Linktree is a service that will list all the links relevant to you in one place. They are immensely useful and convenient resources. You could create a single command and skip everything else just by using Linktree. Number 15, mod. Mod is a command I thought of on my own with the intention of giving chatters a way to get the mod's attention if there are few mods or they need assistance, and also a way to keep an eye on the back end in nightbot.tv, where you can look at how often the mod command is used, when it is most often used, and what kinds of incidents are causing it to be used. Number 16, PayPal. Like Ko-fi and Cash App, PayPal is useful for accepting tips and donations that Google cannot take an immense fee out of. Some people choose to set up an alert so that they can thank their PayPal donations while they are live, just as they would do Super Chat donations, and this is wise. More of the donation ultimately ends up in your hand than would be if you allowed for Super Chats alone. Number 17, raid, or a cute name for a raid. I chose bee raid because I thought it was cute. Don't be afraid, it's just a honeybee raid. Friendly raids are a part of what we do in this community. We go from live stream to live stream, crocheting or knitting with basically the same people. If it's not your style, don't do it. I understand, and so will everybody else. But if you know someone's going to be live after you, or even just ending a bit later than you should be sending raids over to support their channel. Number 18, Ravelry. Ravelry is a site for people who knit, crochet, and otherwise collect and play with yarn to buy and sell their patterns, trade and hoard free patterns, and post pictures of their work and keep track of their yarn collection. Those wishing to sell their patterns definitely will want Ravelry and a link to their Ravelry that's easy to access. Number 19, Ribbler. Aside from the fact that the format is almost totally different, Ribbler and Ravelry are very much the same in that they are for selling and exchanging patterns and running shops so that you can get paid for your creative endeavors. Number 20, rules. I recommend establishing a command for your rules that allows people to easily access your code of conduct for your chat. For example, I have established TRASH, TRAASH, which stands for no transphobia, racism, ableism, ageism, sexism, or homophobia in my chat. Number 21, schedule. If you have a set schedule, you should program Nightbot with a command letting people know what it is. It's easy, it's fast, it's convenient, you have nothing to lose. Number 22, TikTok. If you have a TikTok, you should have a Nightbot command that lets people know what your TikTok is. TikTok is booming for crafts, and most creators should be taking advantage of it. Number 23, Twitter. Your Twitter is an excellent way to share out your live streams and tweet your innermost yarn thoughts, or, online yarn sales and challenges you're participating in. Whatever works for you, really. Just remember to create a command and put a link to it in the message field. Number 24, wish list. A command for your Amazon wish list, your baby registry, your home registry, whatever you need and you require, you can put in a wish list and link in a command. There's no shame in asking for a little help with something you wouldn't normally get. And number 25, replay or replay crew. Generally speaking, you should be encouraging and rewarding people for coming to watch the live streams they missed later on, using a command like replay or replay crew to give them that extra love and say, hey, I noticed that you come and watch my streams, can be very, very beneficial. It lets them know that you appreciate that they are coming to watch your live stream, and it reinforces that desire to come back again. That was 25 custom commands that are essential to Nightbot users in our community. Thank you for joining me here at Sunflower's Creative Showcase and Crochet. I wish you success, prosperity, and many genuine, long-lasting friendships on your YouTube creator journey. Be kind to others, be gentle with yourself, allow yourself to grow and thrive. I love you, honeybees. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye. Please follow me on social media. I am on Instagram at sunflower_fiber_faerie, and on Twitter and Revelry and Ribbler at fiberfairieyt. And I am always looking for more friends, more inspiration, and more patterns to swap. Let's be friends. Thank you for watching my video, and remember to have a wonderful day, honeybee.